Alright, real quick, I just wanted to talk about something called Weblorg, which is like a static website generator for Emacs. Basically, Weblorg lets you generate a website, and it's pretty simple, that's all it does, but it's clean and it's nice. It's definitely nicer than the crappy SXML to HTML translator that I was using before. And Weblorg uses template EL, which allows me to customize it a bit more. For example, I made it so that it also renders Atom feeds for my blog, and it's just kind of nice to be able to have that sort of hackability to it. So let's get right into it. I have my website configuration at Prog Web Muto, and I'll just go here so it opens dired, but it looks like this, right? I have my assets in A with some pictures and style sheets to it. I have blog, which is actually nothing, I don't think. Clean, just, okay, some of the stuff is mine. For example, clean clears out my localhost directory, just in case I want to do a complete refresh of it. The fav icon of my thing. Output is the output folder, so this is where the generated HTML goes. You write all your pages in org mode, which is pretty cool. I like org mode. I've only been using it for a while, but I prefer org mode. I haven't used Markdown, so I can't really do a comparison, but pages is for pages that aren't in a blog. Really, I just have about because I don't need too many pages. Posts, of course. So these are all my posts, and they're org files. So for example, let's go to my latest post about rmail. So basically a post in Weblorg is an org file, and it looks like this. You got some metadata up here, and you got title, date, author, and then options, which is basically you don't want a table of content, and something num. I don't know, this is copy pasta for me. I set it so that CWT actually just gives me a little template so that starting up a new a new post is a little bit easier on my end, but it's nice. Also, what's nice in org mode, this is just an org mode thing. A few nice things about org mode. I'm not going to make this a big org mode video because I don't know org mode that well, but links, okay, links are cool. Okay, just shut up. I'm just going to talk about this for a sec. You have two brackets, or actually, yeah, you have two opening brackets, and then you have your domain, and then in a second square, you have the text, and then once you close all that up, it gets rid of the link for you in org mode. So org mode is like this very clean thing when you're editing it. So when I go back to edit my, my old articles, it's very nice because it also drops things down. So 2 stars means it'll translate to an H2 heading, and I can expand that, and then I can go back, right? So it's just really easy to find what you're looking for in org mode. Okay, but this isn't, keyboard jumping, okay. This is not an org mode video, so let's get out of here. And let's go back into dired, so it's easier. Publish.el, this is where the thinking happens, the processing. So it tells you where things are in your website and how they behave. So it's pretty nice. Basically, it's an Emacs script. You run it with a command that looks like, in Bash, you would run it with Emacs script publish.el. So, and that's kind of nice because I'll talk about it later, but so we basically require Weblorg and Geezer, but you don't need Geezer. This is my thing because I use a lot of Scheme. Yeah, this is Geezer stuff. This is nothing, but so this is where Weblorg kind of starts being Weblorgy. And this is all copy pasta, so I really don't know how it works that well. But basically, this here generates each individual post and translates each individual post to HTML using the template post.html and template. You can actually customize your own templates, and I'm going to get to that later because I want to talk about my Atom feed generation because I'm proud of that, even though it's small. It was just easy to do, and I really like Weblorg for that, so that's why I'm talking about Weblorg. And the next one, of course, make the index page of the blog. So you read, Weblorg reads every post in the posts directory, and then it puts them all together in an index file, which is like the blog index. So you can see and click on each, article. So which is, a general blog generator thing to do, but it's good. And this is my Atom feed generator. It's basically just the same thing as blog, but it generates an Atom feed, and it's nice. And down here, pages for things that aren't in the blog, like my about page, and then static files, like style.css and stuff. And that's kind of nice. And then you fire it up. Now that everything's well defined, you export the site into output. So it's pretty simple. You can download this from I'm pretty sure it's emacs.love/weblorg, so you can download it from the documentation from that site. But I'll probably have a link in the description to that, and I'll probably also have a link to my configuration as well, just so in case you want an Atom feed. I don't know if they implemented it yet, but yeah, they don't have Atom feeds right now in their example. So let's go back to the templates. That's the important thing. Template EL is used in Weblorg, and it's in theme templates. So these are my templates. Basically, if I go to, say, page, it just looks like this. So basically it takes base layout, and then in base layout I have a variable like title, and here I just put muto. And then in the main block in base layout, it just has a page, the post title, and then it renders the post to safe HTML, which I'm guessing is like escaped HTML, where ampersand is, ampersand amp or whatever. Something like that. I don't know HTML escapes, but things like that, right? So I'm thinking that's what safe HTML means, and that's nice. So basically, most things extend from base layout. So you got your title and whatnot. It's just an HTML page. Okay, we all know what an HTML page looks like, but it's just got special variables. These here are special variables. So in the title block title, means that you can fill that in yourself or make it generate the proper title for the current page you're on, and that's handy. And then that's about it. It's just some small stuff. Where's main? Block main, that's where everything kind of goes. So that's really handy. And Atom feed. So again, this is mostly just copy pasta, but I've generated a lot of Atom feeds, and I don't really use Atom. Sorry about that. So it might not be the best formatted. For example, author should actually be author name muto, and then something like email would be in there as well. And I don't know why I know someone once told me that I shouldn't use real email addresses, so I kind of just hodgepodge it however I want. Whoops, hold on, I just closed Emacs. It's up on the website, on the video at least. Okay, here we go. But yeah, okay. So it would look like that. The link to that shouldn't be jerk.org, actually, it should be go.ca is the correct website that I'm linking to right now. And then for every post in the posts directory, you take the title of that post, you link people to the original HTML file on your website, and then you have the date. And I just have a string for time, which is year, month, day, and then 10 o'clock, because I don't specify the hours and minutes on my post dates. I just have the day, so 10 o'clock is good enough. It's precise enough for me. Actually, I should double check to make sure the string variables are correct, but whatever for now. and then the content starts. And I slap everything in a div, because if I don't, some feed readers will only read the first paragraph. And then I render the HTML in safe, just like you do in post. And then that's it. And then for every post in post, it gives you the entry, and then it ends the feed. So it's kind of handy because like it's really simple. It's really simple, and it was really fun to make. Just, you know, it's fun to use Weblorg. So let's actually just go back and let's push this to localhost so you know what I'm talking about. So we run the command push, and that should complete. Okay, yeah, so this is the push script. Basically, you run emacs script publish.el, which generates the site, and then it copies everything in the output folder to var wdos, basically to my local host. And then I also copy the style just in case I do style changes, which I do pretty often on my website. So now let's just open up, let's open up ew, and let's just go to localhost. So this is what it looks like, right? In a terminal browser, this is kind of what it would look like. It has a better theme in like Firefox and stuff, but this is how it looks in ew, and it actually looks pretty good. So this is what Weblorg generated. Pretty simple and pretty simplistic. You can make it more complicated depending on how you configure your base template.html template file, but I prefer things to be really simple, and it's really nice actually. And one, I keep thinking about other things to talk about because this is not a scripted video. Wait, hold on. Syntax highlighting. Okay, I think you can, there's a package for syntax highlighting exports, which I don't know the name of right now, but Weblorg, if you don't have it installed, Weblorg will talk about it. Basically, I say begin source Lisp, and it basically highlights a pre-tag with Lisp syntax highlighting. And it's primitive. I think there are only like 2 colors, but it's better than nothing, and I really like it. All right, so once you export it, if you view the HTML file in Firefox, strings will be a different color, and that's just kind of nice. So that's what I wanted to talk about now. And it's nice. And while we're here, let's do something new. Let's install a package. Is it lfeed? Yeah. So let's install lfeed, and let's open it up. So you can so I can talk about what I'm doing here. So the database is empty because we just installed lfeed. So let's use lfeed, add feed, and we'll just use localhost because that's where I pushed my website. Localhost feed.xml is where it is. And then here it shows us the newest articles here, which is, and I mean, yeah, it's just this is a feed reader, and there's something nice about this feed reader, particularly lfeed. It reminds me a lot about rmail. I think that's what it is. I have rmail intuition now. So things that feel like rmail are very familiar to me. So I just wanted to talk about lfeed because I didn't install it in this computer yet, and I installed it upstairs like 5 minutes ago, and I was like, lfeed is really nice. Okay, I don't use feed readers. I had Newsboat for a while. Emacs's default news sticker is kind of intimidating for me. I don't know. Something about it is just unintuitive. But yeah, this is really nice. But yeah, no, that's it for me. I have to actually figure out how to use this because this is as far as I got actually in lfeed. But yeah, that's Weblorg. Maybe give it a shot. I mean, I don't know if I described it well enough, but it really doesn't do anything. It just, you know, outputs the site like you want it. And I think that's cool. And I'm actually having fun writing in my blog again. Like, when I use my crappy SXML generator, I was not having fun. And we can actually go there, I guess. It's called Spook. Actually, let's go to the Spook site. So basically, my generator... Oh, this is wrong. Basically just took raw SXML and then translated it to HTML. And it was fine. Actually, it was kind of nice because it's recursive, but I'm not going to miss it really. For example, if I go to... Is it in pages? Yeah, it's in pages B. Okay. And it looked like this, okay? Okay, you can make definitions for functions, and that's fine. This isn't Spook, by the way. This is no longer Weblorg. I'm just complaining about my old generator. Basically, you started every page with page, and then you had title, date, and body, which is the main body. You had to use an backquote. My tiny little laptop doesn't have backquote. It frustrates me. I had to make a macro for it just to print a backquote. And then a CC for comments. I had to implement my own comments because Guile doesn't support them in that SXML. But basically use P to start a paragraph. And it's a lot of work. Like, I didn't think it would be a lot of work, but it's a lot of work. And then every time I want to add a link, I'd have to end the paragraph and then start a link, then end the link and start the paragraph back up again. And it's like, it wasn't fun. Okay, it might be fun like at a programmatical setting if you're programming with it, but it's SXML is not my thing. Okay, especially from a user perspective. I had a lot of fun generating things with it, like I generated an Atom feed with SXML, but this is what I used before Weblorg. It's not clean. It's not fun. It's not good. Okay, I might hack around on it and give it some like org mode generation later, but like only if I actually don't like Weblorg, which Weblorg's fine. I don't know why I would need to focus on Spook anymore. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of this video. Spook is Spook is really bad. Weblorg is really nice. All right. Yeah, there's nothing else to talk about, I don't think. Peace out. Bye. Hold on. I have to actually exit the video. Okay, now peace out.